Tournament was a lot of fun. I think the whole experience for our guys was a lot of fun. The Battle of the Bands on Saturday night was outstanding. I know my kids really got a kick out of that. And the overall experience I thought was a lot of fun. And we're kind of looking forward to tomorrow night, to our home opener. So with that, we'll start answering what other questions you might have. That's it? All right.
Do you think that Tyler could, is that an expectation of Tyler?
Not a two-hit shutout, but Tyler Veen's thrown the ball extremely well in the fall and in the spring, and he's a sinker baller, and the key with a sinker baller is to put the ball in the zone. Ball's going to be hit. You're going to have to make plays behind him. I thought we did that yesterday. Made a couple unbelievable plays. Brian O'Sullivan, our shortstop, went up the middle, made a great pick on a ball that looked like it was going into center field for a base hit. Turned it into a double play, got us out of the inning, and we promptly came up and added a run to the lead. So Levine was outstanding, and you know what, Berger was outstanding Saturday night too. I mean, he gave up 4 runs in 6 innings, and in a game like that, normally you feel like you're going to put some runs on the board, and we didn't do it. We had opportunities Saturday to put runs on the board, and we didn't, and it came back to bite us. But again, on the mound, I thought we threw the ball extremely well for the weekend, and Ryan O'Sullivan will be going tomorrow. This will be his first start, and hopefully he can continue, like the guys before him have. We've thrown the ball really good. For us, I think we got to figure out ways of putting runs on the board. Even if we don't bang the ball around like we did in the first game, we still have to figure out ways of putting runs on the board.
Fullerton's top 10 team. You guys look at that. Is that important to take on a top 10 team and beat them?
Well, it's important, yeah. I mean, history tells us that when you're playing ranked opponents, you got to find a way to win. And especially at home. And there's no question they're a quality club. They're probably going to be in a regional like they are every year. And anytime you get somebody of that caliber at home, you got to try to figure out a way to beat them. And so guys I think it's dawned on them that the season has started now, and that those opening game jitters that they had are starting to subside, and now it's about figuring out ways to win ball games. And yesterday's game, it would have been really easy for our guys to come up with an excuse. We played the late game Saturday night. We bussed home. We got home. You probably got in your bed after midnight. You got up early. You played a 1 o'clock game over at USD, a ranked team. It's a quality team, and they scrapped yesterday. I thought our guys, really took care of business. Levine, gave us the kind of start that we needed. We were able to put 3 single runs on the board, and it was enough to win. And so, anytime you're playing a ranked team, we have to try to figure out ways to put runs on the board and try to win.
Now that you've seen them and you've seen your guys play, it's going to be interesting baseball for college in the county.
I hope so. I know what kind of club USD's got. We're a young club, and again, I think that's why yesterday's game was so impressive. When you have a young club, it would have been easy to make an excuse for yesterday. Instead, they kind of bowled their neck and said, we're coming here to play, and we played our best baseball game yesterday. I thought offensively we could have been a little bit better. We left a few guys on base, but we got some 2-out knocks of putting runs on the board. We made some plays defensively. We pitched extremely well, and that's what you have to do. For 56 games, that's what you set out to try to do, is play your best baseball. But our guys did a great job yesterday. But as I told them when the season started, these games are going to happen so quick. You really don't have a whole lot of time to think about it. It's you win a game yesterday, okay, you get a day off today, you refocus, and you get back to work again tomorrow. For us, I think more than anything is just bouncing back after a game that actually I felt like we could have won on Saturday. Anytime you're on the road, anytime you're you're getting home late, those little built-in excuses are there to be plucked out of the air, and our guys didn't do that yesterday. They really strapped it on. You played a ranked team at their place. hostile territory. They played well, and so we get 5 home games here this week, and then next week we're banging heads with USD again. So some quality opponents are coming in again. It's really about playing our style of baseball. That's what I've told them. We're not so worried about all the other stuff. We're just worried about what we need to do to go out and try to win a game.
Expectations for O'Sullivan tonight?
Much like Levine, he's a sinker baller, kind of a sinker slider guy, and the difference is Levine's a junior and O'Sullivan's a freshman. So I know he's going to be, home opener is going to probably be hyped up a little bit, and our job's to calm him down and get him to focus in on pitching. And the kid's done a great job in the first 3 games at shortstop, I tell you. And now he goes on the hill, so the lineup changes a little bit, where O'Sullivan not only pitches, but he's the DH. And Easton Gus will go from third base to shortstop. And, I'll piece it together after that. I'm not really sure which way I'm going to go after that, but it's the first time in my 7 years that, I've had a guy in the starting lineup who also pitched. And so I got to do some homework here on how to write this lineup first, but he's going to pitch tomorrow and be the DH, and we'll piece our lineup together after that.
You like what Juan did over the weekend?
He's coming. We've kind of tried to shorten his stroke a little bit, but he's taking much better swings, and really I can say that for our entire lineup. I mean, they're really making a concerted effort to put the ball in play. I thought we struck out a bit too much the first couple of games. Yesterday I thought we were better at shortening our stroke and trying to use the center of the diamond. We left 11 guys on base, which I guess is a good thing in the sense that we're getting opportunities. I'd like to cash in a few more of those, though. But he's swinging good. T.J. Thomas is swinging good. We got some guys that are swinging the bat pretty good right now, but it's a long season, so you try not to get caught up in the individual successes. You just kind of, especially with this team because they're young, you just kind of throw them out there and stick to the plan, which is to use the center of the diamond, and hopefully we'll keep putting the ball in play.